Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and I'm Impoppable Gaming here. Yes. I think I said that a little fast. I'm Impoppable Gaming here in case that was completely inaudible. Today we're doing another 2 Towers Impoppable Bloons Bench on Tower Fence with the Finns. So we got Finn, and we have Dungeon Finn. That's pretty much it. We have the Finns here. Both of which are actually really useful towers, for somewhat different ways, but they're both very powerful towers overall. They have high damage, good stats, they're melee characters, which I still find kind of fun, because it still feels unique about Bloons Bench on Tower Defense versus BT6 and other Bloons games, even if that's not fully true. So yeah, we're doing a 2000 Impoppable today with them. As far as the map, I haven't actually checked this out yet, but I'm going to continue my trend of pick the Bloon Beacon map. It's sometimes interesting, it's often new, and it's fun. Not a lot else to say there, it's just a lot of fun. What is on this map? It is fortified. It's Fortified Zombie Ghost. It's a pretty big map though, like it's a long track. I'm gonna give it a shot. I did sort of show you guys the builds there. I didn't really pause very long. You can go back in the video and pause if you want. I might show them at the end. So yeah, sorry if you guys are curious about the builds. I say this a lot, and I'm pretty good about it, I think so. If you guys do have any questions about the tower builds, or like, oh, why did you do this instead of that, or whatever, or why didn't you use this trinket, things like that, feel free to ask me. Also, man, Dungeon Finn's, like, placement tiles way larger than Finn's. You get the good spot, Dungeon Finn. Is this the good spot? I don't know that this is the good spot. Like, I really don't. I'm gonna go with this, because there's some range increases, I think. I'm gonna do that. We'll see if that was a wise choice. I'm gonna stick with these placements for now. I can always sell them later. Neither tower is all that expensive. Man, I love how fast Finn attacks. This is without, like, any of the other attack speed upgrades that Finn gets. If you buy all of those, Finn gets, like, well over double attack speed. Like, triple, even quadruple attack speed. Finn can attack really fast. But it is a fun map. This map kind of feels like a Finn map. Maybe because there's a bunch of swords and, like, 3 different no-things on the map. At least 3. I see 3, obviously. There's probably a 4th hidden somewhere. But I do like this map. It's part of the Stu Monkey, like, set of maps to unlock him. It's a very fun map. Didn't get played all that often because I don't know why, honestly. It's not that easy, but it's also not that hard. But it's still a fortified map. I don't know. It's a weird map in terms of difficulty. So I don't tend to play it very often. But I really don't know why, because I find it rather fun. There's also no, like, gimmick about it. It's just, there's, like, the eagle hut and the, I don't know, like, part of me wants to say beaver, part of me wants to say Bigfur, I don't know what. I don't know what to call the animal on the right, in the hut on the right. It has a nose. That's a thing. It has some teeth. It has brown fur, and it has eyes, I guess. Maybe? It probably has eyes. It has 2 slits, and then in the walls it has actual eyes, so I don't know, something weird going on there. Anyways, we should actually probably upgrade Fins, that would make sense. Yeah, so many attack speed upgrades. I'll actually upgrade Dungeon Finn first, because he, for whatever reason, seems to be the one that needs the range boost, though I think that's the only range boost I'm getting. I think he'll at least hit more class balloons. I don't know if he's gonna hit the normal balloons on the left at all. That would kind of suck. Hopefully he does. Worst case scenario, Dungeon Finn's abilities are kind of insane. They're really powerful. If you haven't seen any of my 2000 Impoppable videos, by the way, I believe I have a playlist. I'm almost positive I do. If I do, which again, I'm almost positive I do, I'll put a link in the description to it, in case you guys want to check out some more of them. I have a lot. I've done so many of these challenges because they're a lot of fun, honestly, the 2000 Impoppable. They're easy, they're simple, they're basic, but they're still different pretty much every time. Like, things work out differently. I find them fun. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys like watching them all. Some of them are definitely more interesting and more popular than others, so watch what you want to watch what you think will be interesting. Okay, now Finn deserves some love. I gave so many upgrades to Dungeon Finn. Finn, it's time for you to have some love. Yeah, not a lot else to say there. I suppose I probably should fill the gaps here, basically saying, thank you for watching this video. Give it a like if you've been watching up until this point. If so, you're awesome. I mean, you're awesome for whatever, you're awesome regardless, just for clicking on this video and watching, but it's awesome. Giving the video a like, it's great. It makes a big difference as far as YouTube's concerned. They're like, oh, this is a good video. We should recommend it to more people. Like, recommendation, YouTube, like, people talk about YouTube algorithm all the time. And, it really does have a big deal. It has a big impact. The likes and things like that are how YouTube decides through math what videos to recommend. Because I mean, I don't know. It makes a big difference. I appreciate it. I'm going to stop talking about that there because I don't really know what else I want to talk about it. Big-hearted hero, that's a cool skill. I always forget Finn has that because it's rarely useful, but then occasionally it's super cool when I use it to, like, tank all of round 74. It's an odd thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically with Big-hearted hero, it's like a game loss. It prevents game loss. But the rounds will just continue. So any round except round 75, so you can't take a bad balloon, but any other balloon in the game, you can just tank using the ability. The round will, like, you won't, like, every other reset, every other, like, thing that lets you continue around, so either if you buy continue with coins, or if you have the time machine, or there's, like, Lincoln's Penny or something that you get from the Martian Games as a trinket, they all reset the round. Big-hearted hero doesn't, so that's a pretty big deal. It makes it very powerful. Also onto the abilities for both these. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to go for Inferno or Focus Fire. I also clicked on those in opposite order, whatever. I think I'm going to go for Inferno for now, though, because Focus Fire is good for the Bad Balloon. I'll probably want it for the Bad Balloon, but until then, Focus Fire is a much better, just like, oh, we're about to lose, we're in trouble. Focus Fire, Firestorm, blow up everything on screen. It pretty much one-shots anything that's not a ZMG, except I don't know if it pops multiple layers. I don't think it does. I think I remember that was like a weakness. You use it on a BFB, it'll only turn it to a Moab, even though it has way more than enough damage to turn the BFB to nothing. I don't really know why it works like that, I just know it does. It's a little bit odd, but it's kind of cool still. I suppose I should actually buy this ability. Spin of Fury. It's sort of useful. It stuns balloons. I think it stuns one-class balloons. I'm not quite sure which ones it stuns. Maybe I'll do it for a Mythbuster. I don't think I mentioned this yet in this video, because I do before I actually start recording a video, and when I'm setting up build and stuff, I do think to myself, okay, what am I going to talk about? Do I have any ideas of what I should talk about in the video? And I was thinking to myself, hey, I should probably mention it again, because it is still happening. I do have quite a few Mythbuster ideas. There will be a Mythbuster video sometime in the near future. It might be the next video, it might be tomorrow's video. That's certainly possible. So if you guys do like the Mythbuster series, I've done like 3 videos on it now. There is another one coming out in the near future. I haven't forgotten about it, I'm still doing it. If you guys do still have myths you want to have me test, you want to see in a video, that's awesome, I really appreciate it. Leave it in the comments. If I understand what you mean, which if I don't, I'll probably ask a question. But if you do understand what I mean, I think it's interesting, I will definitely include it in the video, or in a future video. Maybe I'll get a bunch, but probably in that video. So yeah, that's awesome, I appreciate it if you guys do that, because Mythbuster is honestly a lot of fun. It's a cool concept. I get why it's so popular, because, like, games are very interesting, and through glitches and other means, there's a lot of, like, odd coincidences or things that aren't necessarily obvious in games. And with Mythbuster series like that, you just get to test that stuff out. Hey, does Goo Goo Mama meter stack? Can you tank a bad balloon using Heart of Hero? These are all things I've tested in videos. I don't think I actually tested either of those in an actual Mythbusters, but I've tested them in videos before. Maybe I should start including stuff like that. I might test that one out as well. I need to, like, add that to my notes after I'm done recording this video. I'm like, okay, I have to remember to do this. It's important, so I don't forget, so I can include them in future Mythbuster videos. Because even though I already know the answer, I mean, part of the Mythbuster thing is also just either for new players or for experienced players to be like, hey, did you know this was the case? Because a lot of stuff I have actually tested, I'm like, wait, I've been doing this for so long, and it doesn't actually work. Carl the Gem was a big one. Trinket that gives a laser attack, and also if PB's nearby gives +3 damage. That's basically, like, almost word for word, that's how it's worded. If PB is in range, this tower gets +3 damage or whatever, something like that. But it only works for Marceline. So the idea is the Gem the Gemstone and Carl the Gem, they work together. Gem the Gemstone's equipped to PB, Carl the Gem's equipped to Marceline. They give special boosts if they're equipped to those characters. They give the laser attack to any character. Also, alright, I'm invincible for the rest of the rounds. It's around 56, that's early. I should have been using some abilities here. I'll do better this time, I promise. So yeah, note to self, Dungeon Finn, definitely not in range. I need to fix that. Let's use my Ghost Finn. So I think in order to combat the fact that Finn is way weaker than Dungeon Finn, and also Dungeon Finn can attack on the side that Finn's on, I'm just gonna have a consistent Finn clone, either normal Finn or Dungeon Finn, on Finn's side. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that to try to make sure we don't lose again. Unfortunately, There's my big-hearted hero gone. That sucks. I probably could have used that on like round 74 or harder round in case I needed to tank. That's not really an option anymore. That kind of sucks. Also, turns out an ability cooldown, not good enough. I can't consistently have a Finn clone. That's good to know. Is it alternating rounds? It is. Oh, wow. I actually didn't know this. I probably should have known this, or noticed this at this point. I didn't know this map alternated which side the balloons spawn from. Again, maybe, wait, it doesn't. No, it does, because that's just zombies. Zombies make things weird, too. It makes it hard to tell. That's just a complaint about zombie balloons. I will use Firestorm here, because I think it's important. And also that, because apparently we're almost dead still. Why are these doing so poorly? Finn Tower, I spent so much of this video talking about how awesome Finn Towers are, how Finn and Dungeon Finn are really powerful and stuff. And then they go ahead and lose. Really unacceptable. We'll see how long I can last. I was kind of expecting to win, though I will say, when it's not obvious that I'm going to win or obvious I'm going to lose, which is kind of this situation, because abilities have like such a big impact on the power of these towers, I find it very interesting. Also, second Finn, please be able to defend this. Please. Okay, we're good. What about the zombies? Are we good? We're not good. Okay, one shot it is. It sucks. Sometimes I just need to do it, because the one shots are really powerful. Firestorm is an insanely powerful ability. It is round 64, so like, we are beating fortified ZMGs and stuff. DTs we're definitely gonna need to one-shot. So kind of like with C4 Charlie stuff, whenever I use him with Moab, I need to make sure I save the ability for the DT rounds, which are 69, 73, 72, and also I think 71? I don't know. It's definitely 73, it's definitely 69, I think it's 71, and I think it's a few others. We're currently alive with the occasional use of Firestorm. I don't like this though. Zombie balloons pose a big threat, which is not good by any means. I think we might need a Shadow Clone here. We definitely need a Shadow Clone. I will put it here so it can still at least attack, help, but also be useful for next round, because I think we'll need it for next round. This is very scary. This is turning out to be far closer than I expected, which again, is kind of good. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't really know what else to say now. I do have some things I want to talk about as far as like channel stuff goes for the future of my channel, things like that. But I didn't really want to talk about them till the end of the video, but I guess we're nearing that anyways. Again, I already said it earlier, but if you're still watching at this point in the video, you're awesome. Like, that is honestly incredible. DT actually not a big issue. Thank you, Finn, for your incredible kick that stuns DTs. Very helpful. If you guys are struggling with DTs, if you can give your Finn camera detection, it's a really cheap and effective stun. That's kind of off topic, but anyways, I do want to talk about my channel and stuff, and things I want to do for the future of it, stuff like that. Okay, I'm continuing, that's doable. I just need to use my ability slightly better. Also, the zombie, I do like it, but I also hate it. The one thing with continues is it actually gets rid of zombie balloons, which is a little weird, but I guess it kind of makes sense. But it does mean that things are significantly easier on the second go. Also, I'm still struggling here. Are we okay still? Are we alive? Are we maybe still alive? We pop those balloons. We have my Shadow Clone coming up in a second, which I think is actual Finn, so it'll affect both lanes. No, it's not. It's definitely Dungeon Finn. I'm gonna do it up here. That was not entirely where I wanted to place it. Whatever. I think we're okay. Let's use my stun. Let's slow it down in case I need to use Firestorm. Round 71. Doing pretty good. Are we okay? We are okay. Awesome. So I guess I will, at this point, I will start talking about what I'm planning on talking about more at the end of this video is basically, channel, the future of the channel, stuff like that. So for you guys who are, like, consistent viewers, you're a subscriber, you watch my videos fairly frequently, not necessarily every day, but every once in a while you see a new one, you watch it. You'll know that my upload schedule has been a bit of a mess this past like 2 or 3 weeks in particular, but just in general this past like 2 months have not been great. I've had the occasional video miss or a couple, and this, again, the past 2 weeks have been extra bad. I'm really sorry about that. I am still trying to fix that. This video, if all things go to plan, which they should at this point, will be, for the first time in like a week or two now, 2 videos back to back, so hopefully this is the start of me fixing that. Also, I definitely need a Finn clone again, any second now. But hopefully this will be the start of me getting back to a normal upload schedule. It should be, not for sure, but it definitely should be. Okay, we have this Firestorm. I don't want to use it, but I understand if we have to. Man, I underestimated that, like, Finn, the power of Finn thing. That was way better than I thought. Also, we're still alive. Please tell me we can beat these regrows. We're good, right? We're good. Okay, we can actually do this. We actually have a chance. I'm also turning auto start off. But as far as channel stuff goes, I'm trying to fix my upload schedule. But I do want to say, just in general, future channel content, stuff like that. Obviously, with my issues with upload schedule, it's reduced the number of views and stuff on my channel. You may be a viewer that hasn't seen my videos in a little while because I know YouTube algorithm, again, I mentioned this earlier in the video, but it does weird stuff to do with actually, like, if there's, like, gaps in channeling content and stuff like that. YouTube's really doesn't like it. Okay, Dungeon Fin needs to be here. We need all of this support as much as possible. Okay, I think we're dead. No. I feel like 74 is gonna kill me right here, but I'll give it a shot. We don't have Firestorm. I feel like we really need Firestorm to beat this. I don't know if I can use, like, if I could have sold Dungeon Fin to get it back. Okay, we're dead. Here's the deal. Using it continue again, I want to see, if I sell Dungeon Fin and re-upgrade him, do I get the ability straight away? Because if I do, then this works. If it's on cooldown, then we lose, basically. Like, I'll give it the shot, but we lose. We get it straight away. Okay, so this basically means that if I had actually bothered to sell and rebuy Dungeon Fin, we'd be able to beat this round without the continue, and as such, I'm going to do this anyways because, boom. Oh, okay. So now what I need to do is I need to hope really badly that this round lasts long enough that by the time round 75 comes up, Firestorm is ready, because if it's not, I'm going to die to these zombie balloons. They will definitely kill me. That's not great. Man, I keep going back and forth between what's currently happening in the game and just things I want to talk about in general. I'm not trying to continue my story here, because I think we're dead anyways. Though I have auto starts, and I'm good again. I just need to sell me by Dungeon Fin. I need to remember that, get that through my head. That's a thing I can do. It's gonna be important. But anyways, as I was saying, or as I was sort of saying, future channel content stuff while I set this up. I'm planning on playing more BC6, because I think that is where there's a future of my channel in the long run. That's a game still being updated. It's the future of the BTD genre, the Ninja Kiwi game series. So I do plan on playing more of that. I might play some battles too, to try to grind that out on my own. We will see. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do plan on playing a lot more of that. And just, I think that's my goal overall, to try to set myself up so I have the potential to grow in the future. Because over this past year, as I will get into this the actual battle, one-shot everything, and also immediately sell and rebuy, because it's really useful. I probably should have sold it or bought it on a different side of the map, but whatever. Focus Fire, it's still higher DPS than going for whatever else I could go for. I don't know how good, like, this is good damage, but I don't know if we can actually beat this. Anyways, back to my flip-flopping again. My channel in the past year, the viewership overall has been fairly middle ground, which is, I've learned, like, throughout my time on YouTube and just watching videos and trying to get information, stuff like that. I have learned that this is a fairly common thing, where when your channel first, every time your channel gets a bit of a, like, blow-up period, where you get a big spike in viewership, subscribers, stuff like that, it's not that rare. In fact, it's actually rather common to end up in a situation where, what was I going to say? To end up in a situation where your viewership sort of stays pretty mediocre, if not going downhill, not long after that, which I'm okay with that. But as far as subscribers go, as far as new viewers and stuff like that has gone, my subscription in about a year has a little over tripled, which is pretty darn awesome. Also, we're definitely dead. We popped into DTs and that's it. I do want to try this one more time, because there's just one thing I want to test out here. I've wasted so much coins. Can I just, like, sell and rebuy spam Dungeon Fin to get this ability here? I feel like this video is a bit of a mess now, me going back and forth on this. I'm gonna just finish the game here, and then I'll talk about this stuff. Because I believe this still damages the bad balloon. Yeah, so basically, can I just, like, spam upgrades here? Because it's slow, but I can still do it. And then just, like, spam this ability as fast as possible. Does this do higher DPS? I don't think it does than the other ability I had, but I'll give it a shot. So no, I'm pretty sure this is dead anyway, so I'll go back and continue my story here. But in general, subscription obviously over tripled, which is awesome. I really appreciate all the new viewers here. Chances are most of you guys watching this video are newish viewers, not new viewers, but newish viewers, like in the past 6 months, I'd say. And that's awesome. I really appreciate that. But I think what I need to do as far as channel stuff goes is, I want to keep making videos for this channel, and I think what I need to do that is I need to have something where, what am I trying to go with this? I want to have the potential to grow a larger audience. So, Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense, awesome game. Obviously, it's what my channel has grown upon so far. Also, I definitely don't think this is working. But it's definitely what my channel has grown upon so far, which is awesome. Man, what is Dungeon Fin doing? I'm getting so distracted. But I think in general, BC6 and BC Battles, they are bigger games, obviously. They have a bigger community. And in order to have my channel have the opportunity to grow larger than this, I am going to try to play more of those games. And just in general, probably play more games that I like, that I play a fair bit. Either it's games that I played on the channel before and just only played once or twice, or something else. Also, I should probably build Dungeon Fin in the back here. This may or may not be a mistake. But yeah, I don't know if this makes a lot of sense. I feel like it probably doesn't. Also, we lost to Shermix. I could have been that. I'm done. I don't know. This might have been doable with Insane Micro, but I'm going to give up here. But yeah, I think, in general, that's sort of my goal for the future of my channel. Obviously, this was a bit of a weird way to say it, going back and forth between what's happening in the game and all that. I do plan on making a community post to try to talk about more of this, where I can actually sit down, think of it through, and have time to edit and reword what I write. Or in this case, I guess say, essentially. But thank you all for watching. Check out the community tab on my channel if you guys want to see that in the future. Hopefully this video was half decent. Please let me know. I do want your opinion. Do you guys like it when I talk about stuff like this, when I talk about like my channel and things that aren't specifically related to the game? Or do you like it more when I focus more on the game? Because I don't actually know what you guys think about it. I'd appreciate feedback on that. But in general, just thank you all for watching. Give the video a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you all for watching. That's really awesome. Trying to get my upload schedule back to normal. Getting my viewership back. That's really awesome. So for you guys seeing this, that is incredible. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.